What's going on, YouTube? Earth Power here, bringing you CVH.
CVH here, bringing you a deck profile of the Water Dark Fire Control deck I ran at League last weekend. There was 7 people there. We did a 3-round Swiss tournament and cut the top 4. I played against like 3 rush/aggro decks in the first 3 rounds, and I won all of them. I lost 1 game to Gorby, that was it, but I took all matches. And then in top 4 I played against Carl's Fire Dark Water Aggro, which you'll have either seen by now or will see soon. And it went to game 3 and I sadly lost. Even though I took game 1, it was a really close match. We didn't film it, we probably should have filmed it. It was really cool.
But instead you got Gorby and Theo.
Yeah. But now y'all can see the deck I was using. It's not like perfect, it was just what I threw together. But I'm too lazy to do any fixes right now. I don't really know what I would do to it. First off, of course, you have 1 Japanese Terra Pit, a Y Staranoid, a Promo Hulkus, and a Bombazar.
Of course.
Yep.
Standard in every deck.
It's staples for me. Alright, so 46 cards, a little hefty. I don't like trimming my stuff down to 40 like Carl Reddish because I run too many things that I don't want to open with. Like all the finishers, Skull Shatter, Milporos, just so many things that I would rather not ever see an opening hand, so that's why I personally don't run 40 card control decks. But, you know, I don't want to open with Pit, but I'd still want to have 3 at my disposal, so that's the reason. Alright, so water, first of all, we got the blockers, 3 Reef Eyes, and 2 Frogzooka. Frogzooka is still like my only on-field answer to Gilaflame, as in it can kill it, so it's pretty necessary. Draw, what do we got here? 2 Aqua Seneschal. I still love this card a lot. In control, you know, you'll see the matches. I beat Carl down for like 3 shields with it.
Yeah, it definitely proves itself in the rush matchup as well.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot. And 3 Reef Prince, because they're obviously like a floater, super good, get whatever you need. 3 Logo Scan for this spell, it's clearly like a staple. 2 Crystal Memory, I hope they can see all that.
They can.
Okay. Yeah, Crystal Memory is still the greatest, even if only 3 civs, it's just, I loved it so much. And it was fun against Rush, because Theo had this thing where he couldn't stop breaking my Crystal Memories in like the first shield, so I'd always have like the turn 2 blocker or like removal or whatever. It was really good. And then to round out water, I tested 2 Milporos, because Drizzer ran him, and I was talking to him on Facebook, and I was like, let me just run it, I have nothing better to do, it's League, whatever. Only went off once, because I kept on playing against Rush decks, and I didn't need it, but I still think it's good. I did it, you know, it was good when I did it, so, you know, if I get a chance to run this deck again at League, I will test more of it. I won't run more than 2, but I will test it more. You all understand me.
Got it.
Shut up.
We got it.
Okay. Darkness. 2 Scaradorable of Gloom Hollows.
Darkness.
2, yeah. They're really good. Watch Carl Reddish's video to hear him overhype it. No, I'm just kidding, Carl. No, but it's really good. I don't know if I'd run 3, but, you know, it does work at 2. 1 Dark Return. I went down from 2, because I never really need it. It's always nice to have, but I never need it. So, for space issues, I cut it down to 1. Discard, I run the 2 Specter Claws, the 2 Fumes, because I have room in Water Dark Fire, 2 Razorkinder Puppets, and 1 Skull Shatter. For the League, I was only running 1 Puppet and 3 Fumes. You heard me complain about that versus Kevin, because it was actually, it actually made a difference. Even though I still won that game, it would have been nice to have the 2nd Puppet. So yes, they are that good. I wouldn't pay $35 for one, but yeah. 2 Razorkinders. I still love this card so much. Yeah, I think at least until the next set comes out, it will be worth playing 2 of in the control decks that I run. Then to round out Darkness, 3 Bone Blades and 3 Terra Pit. Still no reason not to play 3 of each of those. They're just too good. And now Fire. I run 11 cards now, moving on up from 9. It's crazy. 2 Bolttail, still the best finisher. I believe I talked about that in the card of the week. Moorna. I haven't really talked about this card, but I still like it a lot. It beats over Hyperspeeds, Unchained, Bolgash, just clears fields, does a lot of good things.
You get it out against Rush.
Drizzer, why are you not running this card? He was telling me he wasn't running it. I don't know why he's not running it. It's crazy. He's running the promo, but not this one. You gotta run this in control. And then 1 Unchained that I was testing, and like I said in the card of the week, it did very well. That's it for finishers. 4 of them is pretty good. 2 Gilaflames, because there's room, and it helps me switch to aggression really fast, and I like it. And I actually put in a lot of work, because I was up against a lot of rush decks. So they'd have like a Tap Seneschal or a Drakon thing, and I'd just be able to go in and like, it's like a better Bone Blades, because it just keep reusing it. It's crazy. Then 3 Tornado Flame as the answer to Hyper Speed. Very important to have in the deck at this point in the game, in the meta. And 2 Barage, which obviously were great because I was up against a lot of rush decks, like I said. But they're good normally too. Kills Gloom Hollows, Seneschals, the Drakon stuff.
Game 3 against you.
Yeah, it kills Reef Prince, Fumes, you know, just kills a lot of relevant stuff, so. Oh yeah, you barraged me for game, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, my payback. Kevin wasn't there. I'm sorry I barraged you for game on like our game 2, but then Carl got me back. Because what happened was, I discarded his whole hand, and he drew a logo scan. And I was like, great, Carl doesn't always play logo scan, but when he does, he plays all the logo scans. And then he drew into this.
Yep. When
And
he
he
had
hit
2 Scaradorable.
4 or 3 creatures.
It was 2 Scaradorables, a Seneschal, and a Fumes, I think.
Yeah, it was nuts. I was about to win, and then I lost. Was I about to win?
Yeah, you were.
I
I had a shield left.
I was about to win game 3, guys. Then I lost game 3. And that's why you didn't see me in the finals. But, besides that, Barage is super skillful. Kidding, guys.
So, final thoughts on your deck?
I like it. I need to work more with it. I put it together because I just didn't want to run the same control deck I ran, like Water Dark Fire Light, even though I love that deck. I just wanted to try something new. And it worked out pretty well. It gave me the opportunity to test a lot of card choices that I didn't have room for in Water Dark Fire Light, that I might now have to make room for, like Unchained, and gave me time to test like Milporo and Scaradorable of Gloom Hollow. So, successful experience. Water Dark Fire is still top tier in my opinion if you build it right and play it right.
I've always said a well-built rub or foul control, 2 best controls.
There'll be more out there. You'll see me try some things. We just don't know yet.
Definitely.
We'll see.
This game is still in the early stages of testing. We're still finding out new things.
Still in the early stages, people. It's not dying. Like.
What'd I say?
No, I agree with you.
Okay. I was like, did I say something wrong?
It's those Pojo morons, man. That's right.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Yeah,
Shots
yeah.
fired, dude.
No shots were fired, dude. No one was hurt. Except my heart from seeing these posts.
Let's wrap it up.
Okay. So yeah. Game's going strong in the early stages. I think it's cool that Control is such a dominant deck. Not dominant, but playable, good, skillful. So yeah, you'll see me experimenting more with these kind of decks. Except for this weekend, because you'll see me drafting, which is cool. But I might draft Control anyway. Who knows? It's crazy. It's Kaijudo. Can you wrap this up yet? I don't know what to say.
Oh, I don't know.
It's going crazy. Check out the social links. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Kaijudo.
See you next time, YouTube.
Peach.